let's add some further flavor basically with our components here. So what I'm going to do is up here in the design, we have these various things here, right? So they're already components. One thing I want to do is that when I have on when I'm hovering over the menu, I would like it just to be like a different color or something, right? So what we're going to do is I have this selected. You can do it over here too, but you're going to see that when you click on it here, see how it goes to this? When I click on that, it's just going to direct me to this anyway, because basically they're all sourcing from this one. So whatever I do to this, it will populate to the others. So I'm just going to hit plus. You're going to see it's going to do new state, which means any state that we want, and we can say that when we do a certain thing, go to that state. And they also have these default ones for hover and toggle state. So hover is obviously when you hover over it. Toggle is when you click it, when you tap it. So we'll do hover state, just because that's already kind of built in. And all I'm going to do is that when you hover over it, so when I'm in this mode, it shows this is what's going to happen. So I'm just going to do that when you hover over it, we're just going to make it like lighter, like so. Okay. That's basically it. So let's just put this back to regular. And now you're going to notice is if I go, oops, this one, control enter. When I hover over it, you can see it's just going to get lighter. So we'll do that for the other ones as well. So we'll do that for the cone one. So I'm just going to add one for hover. And actually, let's do this just because. Let's go to this one's hover state. Let's click on this. I'm going to hit a little plus just so it's added to the list so that I can make this one the same. So we'll make sure I'm on the hover one. Click on this. Boom. And we'll go to this. Well, I could do this one too. Doesn't really matter. Hit the plus. Hover state. Boom. Boom. And this one as well. Plus. And hover state. And we'll do that one as well. Okay. So now basically if you hover over them, they'll just light up. Okay. So that's a fun thing, if you will. Okay. So I'm going to go inside of this, and we might have to remake this component because I want to basically have it that when you click on it, a little search bar comes out that you can click on to search, which I don't know why you have that in here, but we're just going to do that anyway. Okay, so I'm going to click on there. Let's go ahead and we will draw out basically our search. Actually, I'm going to move this guy over real quick. Let's grab the whole thing first. Just going to move it over so I can make that search bar. Okay, I'm going to go inside of it, and I'm just going to draw out a search thing here, and let's just move that up and over. I want to make it roughly the same size as the icon itself, and we want to make it roughly, we'll say, that big. And I am going to round the corner. Oops, not that one. I want to do them all. Let's just do 5. And then we will do no border. We'll do a fill. We'll do the same background color. And then let's see, we'll do that. Let's see, is that inside? Oh, it is inside. Great. Okay, so I don't know that it's inside of the actual. Okay, so then what we're going to do is inside of here as well. We're going to make another rectangle, and you probably already know what we're going to do with this. We're just going to do a mask. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm just going to select that one, then hold Control, click this one, and I think it's Control M. Maybe it's Shift M, or maybe it's not any of those. So we'll just go over here, and we'll just mask the shape. Okay. I also need to make sure that these are underneath the icon, so I can still see the icon underneath. Okay. Let's make that a little bit, make this mask thing a little bit bigger. It feels a little bit small. That's fine. We'll just do that. Okay. So I got the mask there. And good. So now that's, I put it on hover state on accident. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. Inside of here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to Control X to cut it. And what we're going to do is go to the icon here, hit the little plus, and we'll do the toggle state. And then I'm going to do Control Shift V. Oops. Control Shift V. Cool. Let's try that again. And we'll just do Control V. There it goes. Okay. And I'm just going to click. Come on. Drag it underneath. All right. And then we will, over top of this one here, I'm also going to put it inside of here. Control V. Again, put it underneath. And what I'm going to do is, so the icon's right there. Oh, because it's, Well, it doesn't matter. It's because it's the same color. So what I'm going to do here now is just take this mask and open it up. I'm going to grab the inside one that controls the, and I'm just going to make it so you don't see it. If we click off, it's not even there, or it is very smally. Let's try this again. Control plus plus plus. Let's make sure it's, there he goes. Okay, now it's gone. All right. So that looks fine. So we're going to do toggle. Good. All right. So now what I'm going to do is switch back to prototype. I'm going to select this guy, and we're going to have the hover. That's fine, and the toggle, and that is fine. So let's see what happens. So now you can see that pops open. It's a little bit larger than I would have liked. So let's fix that real quick. Let's go back to design. Let's take this whole, open this guy up, and let's do the mask group. All right, thought I was scaling you. Interesting. Maybe this guy. Let's see. One of these. Let's grab. That was not what I wanted. Will this do it? That's the mask. There we go. It's just a little bit too long. Okay, I don't care if the mask is up. Okay. Good. So boom, and then let's see. Good. Let's go back to prototype, and I'm gonna do tap, and then so we have default state, interaction or hover, tap, auto animate, and I want to auto animate to the toggle, and we will ease out. Let's try snap. Let's see. Oops. Well, it should still work. It's not really doing the animation. It's just kind of going on and off, which is kind of disappointing. But that basically allows us now that if I am in this one, control enter, it should allow me to, yep, I can do the little search, and it'll do a search thing, which is cool. And the nice thing is, because it was made in the one, it'll happen regardless. So we've now got a basically a toggleable component that will basically do the one switch to the other switch. Yay. All right, let's go ahead and make another page from what we have here. So I'm just going to select this guy. Oh, I also wanted to add to this that the for the I guess we gotta go here. I want it not on hover though. Where are you at? It's this guy. Let's do another one, and we'll do for the toggle state. And what I want it to do is go, let me see, action. We'll do transition, and we're gonna say, that's not the one I wanted. Destination. Oh, here we go. Previous artboard. That's what I was looking for. So now when you click it, it's going to go to wherever the previous artboard is. So meaning, like, if I go here, it's going to go, like, if I have another one, it's automatically going to go to the previous one, whatever one I'm on. Okay. That's just handy to have. So I'm going to grab, let's go back here. I'm going to grab this and hit Control D to make a duplicate. I'm just going to not do that. I meant this whole thing. I'm going to grab this down here. And I think it's not, there we go. Just want to make it the same. Okay. And we have these various menu items. So we have About Us, Services, Portfolio, so on and so forth, right? Or Contact Us. So let's do, let's see. Let's do About Us, I guess. Yeah, we'll do an About Us. So I'm just double click on this, and we'll do About, I guess we're capitalizing them all. About Us. Good. And then we can start adding some elements in here. So I'm going to grab this, and we are going to try something out here. So we're going to bring this down. Try that again. There we go. Bring this down. Okay. And what I'm going to do basically is just make my title here for About Us. So we'll just do About us. And what's nice is I can go ahead and use this, and we'll just say that this is subtitle 2. And we'll just put that right in the center. That looks fine. And then what I want to do is basically just make like a blurb about a person, person to person, and we'll make it a whole list of items. Okay. So let's do that. So what we'll do is I'm just going to do a circle for like a portrait. This will just be a placeholder. Good. We'll put that like there. And let's just make that this color just so it's a little more muted. And then we'll just put some text and maybe some stuff underneath. Okay, so let's go like this. And I'm going to try and line this up roughly with this. So I want to do lorem ipsum again because I don't want to have to go through the whole thing. But there is a plugin for lorem ipsum. So I'm going to go in here and let me see, back to plugins. And there should be, here you go, hit the plus. And let's search for lorem ipsum. See what we get. Lorem ipsum. There we go. So they have all other ones as too. What's social ipsum? Random user text for mockups. Insert placeholder text. So we'll just install that. This should hopefully good. Was quick. Close that out. Now I'll see lorem ipsum. Fill. Oh, I think I probably got to draw the thing again. Like that. And we will fill with placeholder text. There we go. And I read and accepted. I didn't read it. Don't tell anyone. And let's end with a period. Include break lines. Trim. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is go back to my library section here, my asset section, and we're going to go ahead and this is body text. I'm going to put body text there, and then we're just going to go like that. I just want to make sure that this is the same as this guy, and then we will put another text box here. Let's just cut that up a little bit. So I'm going to line that one up here, and this will be let's type in person guy, and then we'll do straight brackets, and we'll say professional dude. Okay. And I'm just going to, with that selected, we're going to go ahead and let's make that a 3. Okay. So that looks fine. Maybe make this one. Let's make this one actually a H1. There we go. Person guy, professional dude. Makes sense, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to take all of these items and we're going to group them together. Control G makes it a group. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before where basically I'm just going to do a repeat grid. And I'm just going to drag this down like so. And control. Okay. So I'm going to try something different this time. Hopefully this works okay. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to take the artboard here, and instead of dragging it down like we did before, I'm going to drag this back up, and I'm just going to try and get it to where it should be. And we're going to take this. I'm actually going to go beyond where we need to. Okay. And what we're going to do is this. I'm going to select this item, and we're actually going to change it to vertical scroll. And what that's going to do is it's not going to be really obvious in here. I don't think you can even see it. But watch, if I hit Control Enter now and I test it, I can still scroll up and down, but it'll scroll with inside of that box. Okay, a little bit easier than having to deal with like a larger box. All right, now what I want to do is I need to put faces in here. Okay, so again, the same thing where I can find pictures, which would be cool. But let's go ahead and we'll just use a plugin. So if you remember, there was that one that we saw before that was the face stuff. So I should just go down here, design assets, and UI faces, and we will install. And this one might, oh, it was quick. All right, good. So each one of these are a little bit different. So let's go here. Scrollable group is not selected. Select rectangle. Oh, okay. UI faces. Select one. Multiple shapes that you want to fill with avatars. Okay, there. Okay. So now I have to choose. I guess we'll do this person does not exist. Select photos. And then I get to choose just people. So I'm just going to go with a bunch of people. So do 10, apply, and voila. You can see now they're automatically is going to that one. Now you can look, you can see I can scroll through, and it filled all of those faces for me, which is pretty cool. Right? Pretty easy. There's other ways of doing this as well. If you have multiple pictures, you can drop them onto that picture and it will auto-populate. You grab a whole selection of pictures, so you'd open up a file, and let's say you have a whole bunch of pictures like this, and then you drop them in here, and it will actually fill them with your pictures. See what that just did? Now, I only had 2, so it's just going to repeat them over and over and over again. However, if you had more pictures, like if you had a whole collection, it will actually put them one after the other, and it will fill however far you have, which is pretty neat. But I decided to do the plugin thing because I needed pictures of people's faces. So pretty easy, really, in the grand scheme of things, just to kind of throw that in there. Pretty fun. Okay. Now what I want to do is actually need to have this hooked up. So let's go to prototype, and we're just going to go to the About Us, and we're going to go here to here. And let's just make sure that that does indeed work. Let's make sure we're on this one. Control Enter. And if I hit the menu here, I can go to About Us. It goes there. If I click on this, it should go to the previous page, which it does, which is good. So there we go, About Us, and I can scroll through, and these are people, places, things. Okay, so we'll call that good on this one. We just have a couple more pages to do here. I just want to, we'll see if there's other things we can add that could be fun.